So iOS 18 has just officially came out in a beta format, and I wanted to go and take a look at it on the iPhone SE 3, the third generation, the current generation of iPhone SE that's being sold in the Apple stores, and see how it holds up. First things first, this update I would not recommend installing, and the size of this update was fairly big for the most part as well. It's a pretty big update, it has lots of changes inside of it. 6.58 gigabytes on this particular iPhone. So if you're wanting to install it, I wouldn't recommend it, but if you want to, that's how much storage you're going to have saved. Now, all in all, it's a pretty stable update on a lot of my different phones, and with these types of phones, it's probably going to run pretty well. But there are some slight changes, like there's no gestures on this thing. You're also missing out on all the Apple Intelligence features on this particular iPhone, so keep that in mind. But there's still lots of things you're gaining on this particular update. One, you're now getting all these home screen improvements, so now you can move these particular applications anywhere you want to on the display. That is something that's actually very cool that you can basically do on this particular iPhone. And if you click on the edit button that's in the top right corner for now, you can click here and click on customize, and you'll basically be able to change the way these app icons look. You can change the tint of them, make them smaller or larger. So it is actually a very cool thing that we have the capability of doing, and I'm very happy that we have this type of capability on these particular iPads, which is really cool. The control center also got some improvements, so now we have a dedicated power button here. You can go ahead and have dedicated pages, but you can see swiping through it's still a little glitchy on these types of iPhones, but it's just going to be a work in progress. In the top left corner, if you click on the plus icon, you can go ahead and add specific controls now within the control center, so you don't have to go through and go to your actual settings app anymore. You can do it straight from here, which is another very cool thing that we have the capability of doing. We also have the ability of Touch ID locking applications as well. So if you want to, you can hold it down. There should be a required Touch ID or passcode lock option. You can click on that, and we now have that type of option here too. Inside of messages, we have the capability of having RCS message support. The tapbacks have now been redesigned. They're colorful. You can also tap back with any emoji now, which is really cool. You can schedule messages to be sent later, which is another very, very cool thing. And on top of that, there's a lot more text effects that are added as well. So there's a lot of cool improvements now added, even that our iPhone SE 3 got, which is really cool. Our SE 3 also got a dedicated game mode. So now it can just perform, these games at a higher level, and you can go ahead and have less latency for controllers and AirPods as well, which is a really cool thing. Apple Maps got some updates, Wallet app, Journal app got some updates as well, and there were some really cool improvements all across the board. The Photos app also got some really big improvements here too. So now there's just a lot of changes all across the board, which I'm really happy about. But those things have now been improved and fixed inside of this particular update, and it's going to take a little bit of time for me to get used to, but I will tell you overall, some really cool improvements. I'm really happy about the iPhone SE 3 getting these types of updates, and I'm really, really excited to see how these particular devices hold up on this version of software. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that will mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video.